Good afternoon and welcome to the Wavy Digital Desk. I'm Sarah Good, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming City of Norfolk event, Community Connect. This is something they've run annually, and it is one that many look forward to, that many participate in. So we're going to talk about some upcoming events that the city has. I want to bring on Councilwoman Mamie B who is in the Ward 3 for Norfolk City Council. I'm sure you're familiar with her. She's been going to events. We spoke last for the MLK Junior Day events that were taking place in January 2023. So almost a year later, but this just shows how active you are and how many events are going on in the city. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
You're welcome, Sarah, and I'm glad to be with you this afternoon.
Absolutely. Well, just to jump in, I think a lot of people are excited about this event. It's one that you all have done a lot of preparation for. There's a lot of departments involved. Can you just tell me a little bit about what is this Community Connect?
So, Community Connect Day is an opportunity for all citizens in the city of Norfolk, but across Hampton Roads, to gather and to let them know about the available resources that are here in the city of Norfolk. It's a time when family and friends and people from across the region to get together and just have a good time, but also learn a lot during that day that we have Community Connect Day.
And, it's going to be at Harbor Park. That is a big venue for this event. Are you expecting to fill it? I think I'm going to pull up some B-roll now that will show us a little bit about what the event looked like last year. But can you just tell us a little bit about what it's like out there at the stadium?
So, Sarah, this is the third annual Community Connect Day in the city of Norfolk. And last year we had over 50 vineyards and over 200 attendees to join us at Harbor Park last year. And this year it's even bigger. We have new vendors. Some of our vendors from last year came back, but of course, everybody wanted to get involved. Everybody is excited about providing resources to people across our region and Hampton Roads. And so it's a big time for us. We chose Harbor Park because we had so many vendors that we had to spread out. We had to provide more space. We had to provide more parking, and not to say with our city departments, such as the Norfolk Police Department and Parks and Recreation and some other various departments within the city. They wanted to get involved too. So we had to provide space for them. So we're taking up the entire Concord, Sarah, this year from one end to the next end, even down on the lower level where the parking area is. We've taken up space for our vendors and for our families and residents in the city of Norfolk to join us there as well.
And you can see from the video that, I can't even imagine it expanded. This looks very full, and there's obviously a lot of activity going on in these photos and in the video. Can you just tell me a little bit? I know it's for all ages. I know you want the families out there and community members out there. What sorts of activities are you guys highlighting or really looking forward to?
So Sarah, one of the most exciting parts about Community Day is the health aspect. That is a great hit with us. We heard from people that on Community Day, it was their opportunity to get their annual checkups. There are going to be people there from the dentist, from getting your eyes checked, blood pressure, diabetes, if you want to get your weight and to get healthy and do better, they're going to be there. And when you talk about at Harbor Park, this large area, it gives people a chance to spread out while having a good time while they're there at Community Connect Day. And speaking about the new vendors, we have a martial arts group that is going to be there. They're going to be performing. We really wanted them to get into the calligraphy part of things. However, there's so much going on in the city that we had to split their time. Um, the the Norfolk Police Department trunk or treat, that's huge. I don't know who has more fun, the adults or the children. I know I always have a good time at Community Connect Day, and it is my pleasure. And the City of Norfolk, the City Council, they have been great and most supportive of this, as well as the city administration, to provide this event for the third year for all citizens.
And I think that's really special what you're talking about. So there are a lot of fun activities. There's stuff to keep, people entertained, but you all are adding in that health aspect, that really will hopefully support that community in Norfolk.
Right, and we left no one out. Earlier, you mentioned about the scholars. My scholars is what I call the children, but there's also what I called my golden age, and those are my senior citizens, and I love them with all my heart. They had so much to do, and what makes Community Connect Day a little different is all of the activities are hands on. Everything is active. Every department that's participating in Community Connect, they've planned out activities so that people can get involved. There is no greater way to learn than to learn hands on and getting involved. So that is one of my requirements of the vendors who are participating for Community Connect Day. It has to be able that citizens can touch it, they can feel it, they can experience it. The physical, the mind, the body, and the spirit, while at the same time taking something away that they can possibly use to better their lives as citizens in the city of Norfolk, as well as the Hampton Roads area. So that's what makes Community Day really special.
And you see that hands on what you're talking about right here in that video between all the different activities and families walking around. I did want to make sure I got the details out for you all. So we're doing this ahead of time to get, people interested, to get people involved. But this is next Saturday, October 28th. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Harbor Park, as we said, and it's free and open to all. And I
It's free.
think,
Mhm.
yes, I was going to hide, yeah, exactly my words. You're going to emphasize that free and open to all.
Yes. And so anybody can come. And what we've been experiencing the two previous years is exactly what we get. We get, it's a culture experience too, Sarah. I need to highlight that, because what we're providing is for everybody, no matter what your background is, where you come from, how much money you make. It's for everybody. And that's the culture experience that the city of Norfolk really wanted to provide for its citizens.
Absolutely. And then after, summer and maybe after some people, having different activities or different groups to come together as a city at an event like this, I think is very special. And to continue off a lot of events that happen in September as well, I think you all have a full lineup probably for the full year. I did want to make sure that we got to, there's something exciting happening this weekend as well with the Five Points Park grand opening and Community Day. And I think how exciting that not only another community day and another community opportunity, but to unveil this new place to gather. Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
So, Sarah, I am so glad that you mentioned the 5 Points Greater Norview part that's opening up in the community of Norview. I call it my safe place. It is a place to bring joy, but most importantly, the vision for the park was to provide hope. It means that there is excitement happening in the greater Norview area, which includes at least 10 different neighborhoods. So it's not just the immediate neighborhood, it's the surrounding neighborhoods, anywhere from 1 mile to 3 mile radius of where the park is. The vision from the community was that they wanted a place, and I use the word the place of hope, because people will have a chance to gather there to relax and meet and fellowship and have a good time. And the plans, the future plans for the park is also that we can provide the entertainment part of it that will become a rotating schedule, that music can go in the park from various cultures, where people can come out and just fellowship from 10 different neighborhoods.
And I'm just, so went back to show and pause on some photos of the park that you all sent to us. Excited to see what it looks like filled up, but how exciting to have another gathering place, as you said, another place to be, the music element, and maybe some of those events and resources it can bring to that area. That's really exciting.
Yeah. And Sarah, the grand opening and ribbon cutting of the new park is also free. It's free for anybody who wants to come out and join us on Saturday. Uh, the food is free. There's nothing like getting together and enjoying conversation, but also fellowshipping with a meal. So the food is free. It has a fall festival atmosphere to excite people that fall and winter are on the way, but you still can have fun. There's going to be giveaways with the beautiful moms. There's going to be candy apples, candy and caramel apples for the young at heart and for my golden group, popcorn. There's going to be chicken strips and hamburgers and hot dogs. And for our vegetarians, we have something there that we'll have for our vegetarians as well. So that's going to be another joyful time that our citizens here in Norfolk will get a chance just to experience life in a happy way.
Absolutely. And, I think in the development of other things happening in Norfolk, this is so exciting. There's so many parks to check out, to enjoy, to have, different resources and events come to. So it seems like a very exciting time. Well, Councilwoman, I don't know if there's anything else you want to add. Oh, let me just real quick before we head out. It's Saturday, October 21st, as you said, this weekend, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it's we'll put the address as well on wavy.com, but it's 6123 Sewells Point Road is where
Yes.
it's going to be located. And you can see there, it's quite a large area right there on the corner with the pavilion. So can't wait to see what it looks like this weekend. Hopefully filled up. Hopefully a big exciting Saturday out there for everyone. But Councilwoman, I leave the floor to you. Is there anything else that you want to mention or highlight about any of the events we talked about today?
Well, Sarah, I hope that I know that your schedule is very busy, but I hope that you will get an opportunity to experience the life in Norfolk as we're celebrating both events. Both events are from the vision of the people who I serve in Ward 3, but throughout the city. Everything that we do in Ward 3 is about everybody in the city. So the people who live in Norview, they're inviting others to come into their neighborhood and to just see what the happenings are in the Five Points Greater Norview area. And as always, Sarah, thank you so very much. I'm very excited for both events. So everybody come on out and just live life for 2 weekends before we get into the fall and the winter time.
Absolutely. Well, I'll leave it with that. But thank you so much for joining me today. And hopefully, it's a great turnout and great weather. So watch Wavy 10 this weekend and next weekend as well for both events. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Sarah, and have a good day.
You too.